What's up, guys? Another video from LSGS Rob, or Last Stop General Store. So I'm just going to make a quick video. What is it? It's December 11th. It's a Saturday. I just put out a video of my little thrift haul today. I typically source on Saturdays and Sundays. Sundays is when the color changes at our Goodwill. So whatever the color is, it's half off. I wasn't going to do anything else today just because if anyone who's been watching the channel for my last few videos knows the way I list is I front load every month, or at least I try to. So, you know, I list 20 a day, so that's 600 a month, and I try to do all 600 listings within the first week so I can kind of just sit on my ass, which I don't really do at all. I never stop moving. I'm always on the go. But anyways, before I go to bed here, because it's 6 o'clock where I am, I'm usually in bed anywhere between 7:30 and 8:30, because I'm usually up by 4. I also am an Uber driver, which I'm doing in part to grow my eBay store. I would like to triple the size of it over the course of 2022 without taking out any capital. I would never take out any capital anyways. I'm a big Dave Ramsey fan. So anyways, I Uber early in the mornings and then I work on my eBay store afterwards. So what I'm going to do here is I have probably around 200 pieces of clothing that I want to... I have 240 listings scheduled. So for me, that's 12 more days. So technically I don't have to list for almost 2 more weeks if I don't want to, because I haven't scheduled out. But the way that I build this runway, as I like to call it, is I have to keep up with it over the course of a month. So I always have at least a 2-week runoff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I start my listing process. I batch things, and I don't always do it in the same day, which I know some people would say that's not good. Some people say whatever, but because of the way that I list, and because I do a whole month's worth of work in 1 week, for me, it's easier for me to do. I could do, you know, if I was going to make a draft bank and have a weekend, just weekends off, I could do, you know, 30 listings a day or 25 listings a day every single day, or whatever the number comes out to be, 140 divided by 5, whatever that comes out to be. I could do that every day and just take weekends off, but I don't like to do that. I like to work. I like to get it all done. That's just me. So I'm just going to go over how I do this. It may seem like it's ass backwards and takes longer than it looks, but honestly, I mean, I don't think it does. So, well, here we go. I'll show you. So I got my screen up here. Oh, sorry. Fix this here. Give me 1 sec. Sorry, I'm not a professional. I hope you could see the screen okay. So, alright, I hope that is sufficient. So I have templates for of the 4 different kinds of shirts. I have button-up shirts, polos, sweaters / hoodies, and men's t-shirts. So I have a backlog of t-shirts right now. Rather, not a backlog, but they're the oldest ones I have. So we're going to click on that. Now, my SKU that I ended on was 5400. So I'll be starting at 5401. So the first thing I do is I have a template for everything. And the way my template works is I got my store category. And then obviously when you do a template, you can kind of just set it up how you want, so that you don't have to do it every time. I don't do sell similar. So the reason I don't do sell similar is because I've done it before, but in my opinion, I feel like it takes longer to go back through somebody else's listing and change it how you want it versus doing it this way. Again, this way is going to seem like it takes forever, but I mean, it may take longer than others, but for me, I can pump it out pretty quick. So anyways, here's a template. My store categories picked. All of my condition descriptions say this: great pre-owned condition, lately used measurements are shown in photos. Now, I'll have another video when I go through my entire process, but if there's any defects in the item, so if there's a tear, stain, any kind of blemish, it will go in here, and it'll be something like, please note that there is, you know, so-and-so. and obviously to be pointed out in the photo. But that's the very, very last thing that I do. So scroll down. Now I have pretty much everything else filled out. So size type is almost always going to be regular. Type t-shirt, men. Now I do all the recommended item specifics. I fill in everything. I get the little blue circle. Some people don't, some people do. In my opinion, I fill everything out because I also do template. Doing the template allows me to do that pretty quick as well. So I choose, American, colorful, outdoor, and modern for the theme. In my opinion, it kind of applies to almost everything. I mean, nowadays, you can wear, what would you consider outdoor clothing? I mean, everyone has their own opinion on that, or colorful or modern. So I just choose those four. If it's anything Hawaiian, obviously I'll choose Aloha. Fit, it's almost it's almost always regular now. If it's not regular and it's slim, obviously I change that when I do the listing. Pattern, I just keep at solid, because for most t-shirts it's going to be solid. For pretty much all of them, I keep it at solid, and then obviously I switch it as I go. Features, I always put all seasons, because again, everyone's opinion is different on clothing. So, and then obviously I change, if it's slimming, or if it's slim fit, I'll put slimming. If it's half zip, or I'll put half zip. Moisture wicking, so on and so forth. Character, I just put not applicable. Now, I could choose not to click that, but I don't like having the thing where eBay says you're missing a recommended, so I just put not applicable. Pretty much most t-shirts are crew neck. Obviously, if it's not, I would change it. Character, family, also not applicable. Now, country of manufacturer, I used to fill this out all the time, but I got to be a pain in the butt, and I just put unknown, even though it really isn't unknown because it's on the shirt. Now, if it's something really nice or vintage, and it's like from Hong Kong or whatever, then yes, I'll put it on there sometimes, but most times not. Accents, I just put logo. If it doesn't have a logo, actually I just keep logo on there no matter what. Vintage, I put no unless it's vintage. And then material, I just have it default to cotton. I always check the material for everything because people always ask. Obviously, if it's cotton and polyester, and it's like 70-30, then I'll have cotton, and then I'll put in cotton blend and polyester in case someone wants to search it, any of those. And then for the recommendeds, which are these down here, my fabric type I always put is canvas. Graphic print, no. Now the model and product line, so for Nike, if it's a golf or dry fit, then yes, I'll change these. For Brooks Brothers, if it's a Brooks Brothers 346, this will pop up right here. I would always check that off because, believe it or not, a lot of people do look for the Brooks Brothers 346, in my opinion. And then, yeah, seasons, I check all four off. Garment care, machine washable. And then I have my own little spiel down here. This is my condition description. Now, some people would say that this is too much and nobody reads the description, this, that, and the other. Not that I disagree, but I like to be as professional as possible, and I like to kind of go over everything. The top part just goes over, you can read it, pause it, and read it. On this part, I try to encourage people to message me before they open a return, because in some instances, I'll instantly just refund them. Measurements, and then all these basically no tear, stains, unless otherwise stated. You can read all this, and then this is what I like the most down here, and I encourage people to do this. So I just put how I do my shipping. I do same day shipping, Monday through Friday Eastern time as stated, which I do till 9 a.m. I'm changing this on December 13th. I have it right now at $10.99 flat shipping when you buy 2 or more, but I'm changing it back down to $9 just to let people know. Because not everyone can, it doesn't pop up on everyone's screen when they click on my listing. So if they do happen to go down to my description and see that, it'll encourage them to buy more. And then the other thing that I do is I have this little thing here, and it says check out our current promotions, meaning any sales or anything. And you can click on this. Yeah, I just go to I could show you that in another video, how you can go to your promotions page, and then I just copy and paste and then link it in here. And then if I go and open this up in a new tab, it'll basically show all the sales and stuff that I have going on. You can see this is that other $10.99 shipping that I have to change. But so I do that in case someone's scrolling through and they want to take a gander. And then everything else down here. So I also link my store So if someone wants to see, here's more, click here for more of your favorite clothing brands. So you can click on this, and it'll take you right to my store, and you can scroll through and see everything. And then I also link my electronics store too. I don't know if it's actually helped or not, but this is my electronics store. For anyone that's just joining in, I have two stores, one where I sell electronics, one where I sell clothing. Excuse me, my electronics store doesn't have a lot in it right now just because I don't have a lot, and I'm getting rid of all my old electronics that I have, and then anything new coming in is just going to be, I'll be very picky with. And then my price, pretty much I have a price bucket for everything, which I'll show in the next video, but everything starts pretty much at $16.77. I do best offer on everything. And then I do 60-day free returns. I do 60-day returns for international, but the buyer pays, and I also do replacements. And then, excuse me, for shipping, I offer all four. Now, I do that because I believe that eBay gives you a bump in search, but I also do it because, believe it or not, I've had people pay extra to have it shipped a different way. So I've had people pay for FedEx 2-day. I used to have just a regular FedEx option on here, and I used to put it at, I think it was 15 or 12 or 15 bucks for it, and people have actually paid for that because they order an item maybe when they're away from their house and they know it's going to take longer than priority. I've actually had probably 2 or 3 people order from FedEx and pay extra, but same business day. I do till 9 a.m. I'm on Eastern. The reason I do it till 9 is because I can't ship anything anyways at the post office, because the post office isn't open till 9 o'clock anyway. So I do global shipping program, and then I also do direct. Now the way I do this is that I pick the first one's going to be USPS first class. It's up to 4 pounds international, and then I do priority, UPS Worldwide Saver, and UPS Standard to Canada. I do charge a ridiculous handling cost. I know I'm probably going to get some riff-raff for this, but the reason I do that is because there's been some times where the shipping actually costs exponentially more than it should, and I've lost plenty of money before, or it gets sent back, or whatever. So I keep that at $10. 9 times out of 10, everyone always goes GSP anyways. And then I just have the package, blah, 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 package, or a thick envelope to 16, 12, and 1, because it goes in just a poly bag. And then I start everything off at 10 ounces, because that's about the average weight for all my clothing. And when I go through my actual listing process, probably on Monday or Tuesday, I'll show you, because this number will change, obviously. I pre-weigh and pre-package everything. I don't have anything on I don't exclude any locations. In my opinion, what's the point of doing that? There's 7 billion people in the world. Why not sell to everyone? And yeah, that's it. So anyways, I'm starting at SKU 5401. So the way I do this is now I'm creating a listing. See, because I'm starting off at SKU 5401, I'll put 54 in there. Make sure it's a t-shirts, because that's what I'm doing. And I'll go save this draft. Now I do 100 at a time, is how I do this. Now, again, this might seem like it's, slow, but in my opinion, it works for me. So you can only create 50 at a time, so I'll go ahead and just do 50 real quick. And then what I do, and this is where it's going to seem like it's slow, I'll open up all these drafts. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'll just do 10 for now, but usually I'll do all 50. And then what I do is from here, I skew this is what I call I skew and title before I do anything else. So I'll start off, it's 5401, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 5410. So, and the reason I click back to here is because typically I'm not going to do this now. Because I'm trying to just show you how I started off. But when you go back, if you don't click back, it'll keep you down here. It just takes it's easier just to click it back up there, because now typically what I would do is I would grab my clothing and I would start typing in the title and whatever. So I'll just give you an example. Let's say it's a Ralph Lauren button-up shirt, adult large, blue stripe, slim fit, long sleeve, men's. Okay, so let's just say that's the shirt I'm going to list. And then obviously this is in t-shirts. Oh, I'm an idiot, but we'll keep it at that for now. Actually, no, I got to change it then. So we'll go Ralph Lauren shirt. If it's a t-shirt, this is how we do it. Ralph Lauren shirt, adult large, blue striped, short sleeve, crew, slim fit, men's. And I try and use all the characters. You want to use as many keywords as possible. Now, I'll show you a little trick here of how to find the best keywords or to start a listing. So, alright, this is the t-shirt. Now, after I type it in, I'll go scroll down and make sure, you know, okay, brand is going to be Ralph Lauren. It's blue. Make sure it's large t-shirt. Now, once you do this a billion times, you're going to get really fast at it. It's striped, so we'll go to striped. Fit, slim fit, right? All seasons. There's nothing for features. It's a crew neck. If it was a V, we put V-neck. Logo, yes. And usually I would rush through all this because I'll be looking at the item, so I'll be able to zoom through it. And then, you know, if it's cotton, whatever. And then typically this just stays how it is, and then that's it. And then I would just zip down and save draft. And then when you go to save the draft, everything gets done in order, okay? So what I'll do is I'll just save all these right now to show you how everything gets saved in order and how I actually do this. And again, I know this seems like it takes forever, and maybe I'll have to do a time lapse or take a 20-minute video of me doing this, and you'll see how that it's not as slow as you would think. And just the way that I do everything, for me, it's quicker. So when you save all the drafts and you do it all in order, it saves everything in order. So when you start saving it, it goes, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. And when you finish, when I do the rest, when I'm done with everything and I do all 50, back at the top, it'll be at number 1 again, 54, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. And then after this process is when I start my photoing process. And during my photoing process, I bag the item, I tag the item, and I pre-weigh the item. And then after I do that, I'll upload all the photos because everything will still be in order. And I'm gonna make a video on this too, so I know this sounds like if it's not making any sense. And then before I upload the photos, I open all these again and I enter the weights of the shirts, which doesn't really take that long at all. I could do about 100 in about 15 minutes, not even. And then after that, I upload all the photos. And the very last thing I do is I put in any defects for any items. But I figured I'd just make a quick video just showing how I begin the listing process, since I'm doing a few today. And yeah, that's about it. So far, so good. My sales have been pretty solid. What am my 31 days is doing pretty good. But traffic has been pretty consistent. I wish it was more. I was doing really good here, but now it's kind of leveling out. But anyways, here I'll show you I schedule everything out. It's 10 cents per listing. I have 240 scheduled right now. And to me, it's worth the $2 a day or $60 a month, because again, like if I wanted to literally not do anything for 7 days, then everything's going to pop up. These are all the listings I have going up soon. If you want to, I'll stop. If you want to take a look at some of the brands, Untuck It, really good brand. Watch that one. I've sold a lot of these for full pop. Woolrich. So yeah, that's about it. Figured I'd just make a quick video. So whatever you guys want to see, just put it in the comments. I'm gonna try and just I want to make videos of what people want to see exactly. The goal of this entire channel is to give away as much free information as possible without putting anything behind a paywall. That is the goal. That is my goal of this YouTube channel and why I wanted to start it, because I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there, not that they put everything behind a paywall, but I feel like there's a lot of just, gaps or holes that, that I've asked questions myself, and I've found out myself, but, maybe not other people know. So I want to help everyone as much as possible. And I know I, only sell clothing mainly, but I also sell electronics. And just reselling in general. I'm not the best expert in the world, but I'm definitely feel like I'm knowledgeable. So let me know what you guys want to see in the future, and everybody have a great night. Cheers.